What's up, y'all? As y'all can see, as y'all can tell, I'm back to making my videos again, where I in the same room that I used to make my videos in back in my old channel. But that's only because nobody's around, so that's why I'm making these. That's why I'm making my video here in my room. But but anyway, I want to talk about these Asian girls again, man. I mean, I know I'm starting to talk about these Asian girls a little bit too much, but I think in my next videos I might try my best not to really talk about them like that. It's just they be on my mind so much, y'all. It's just, I just be so, you know, I just can't get my mind off of Asian girls, man. Especially since I can't be around them, because I'm always in the house all the time. But anyway, um, I mean, I get out sometimes, just not as much as I wish I could. But anyway, yeah. So I want to talk about the Asian girls that I know in real life, the ones that I know in person. There's two, like I said, there's two Asian girls that I was cool with back in my old school, but I don't see them anymore. So I don't really is I can't talk to them anymore. I mean, I still got their Facebooks, I still got their phone numbers, but every time when I try to text them, or every time I try to text them on either on Facebook or on my phone, they don't respond. Excuse me, they don't respond, and I just don't understand why. They just don't respond at all. And I messaged the Asian girl that one of the Asian girls that I know in real life, in person. I asked her, I texted her on Facebook asking her, are you ready to, are you ready to go back to school? Because me and her are supposed to be going to the same college. I mean, that's what I heard rumors. Well, no. She actually told me that she was going to the same college as me, but she was saying that there's a possibility that she might go to another college instead of the college that I'm going to. But she said most likely she's going to the same college I'm going to. So she said she's leaning more towards going to the same college I'm going to. But not because of me. It's just for her own personal reasons. But anyway, cause she already got a boyfriend, so I mean she not trying to deal with me like that. But anyway, I messaged her. I asked her, are you ready to go back to school? Are you ready to for school? She ain't respond. She ain't even read the message. And like I said, you can make it where you can have it so like people can't tell whether or not you read the message. Facebook has like a little thing where you can mark whether or not a person has read the message or not. So I think maybe she did that, or maybe she just didn't read. Maybe she really didn't read the message. I don't know. But regardless of what the case was, she didn't respond. So, and that kind of like brought me down a little bit. But it is what it is, I guess. Hopefully, I'll see her in person. Hopefully I'll see her in person again. I ain't see her since I graduated from my old college, so it's been like a couple months now. It's been about a couple months since I last seen her. Actually, no. Last time I saw her was last month. Last month, not 2 months ago. It was last month. It was 1 month ago. And but yeah, she already has a boyfriend. She's already taken. She has a boyfriend already. Um, what else about her? She already has a boyfriend already. But like, I remember when I first met her. I don't know. I think when I first met her, I think she probably was single, and I was trying to, I think when I first met her, I was being a little too fast because I was saying, maybe we could hang out or something like that. And she looked at me kind of funny, like, okay. She was like, okay. She was like, maybe. And I think I messed up that time because at that time I ain't know my game was definitely. I mean, my game's still not tight, but back then it was a lot worse than what it is now. Now, because now I've actually after going through experiences with talking to girls, I understand, you know, what I know what to say and what not to say now to certain, girls. But she just, I don't know. I remember when we first met each other, like we when I was at orientation when I first went to my old college, and we was at orientation. I remember me and her sat next to each other. That me and the Asian girl, we sat next to each other, and we sat next to each other, and we introduced ourselves, and that's how I met her. And from that point on, we became, I guess we was friends, but we wasn't that close though. We wasn't that close, you know. But then I remember she had another Asian friend that was my friend as well, but it was her friend. They both been friends for a long time since like they was little children, and they both came. They both from the Philippines, and they moved here like back in like 2008 or 2009 around that time, and they've been here for a while now. So she her friend, she introduced me to her friend. I met her friend, and I used to think her friend had a crush on me. At first, I used to think the one that's single, because I remember I told y'all it was two Asian girls that I know. One has a boyfriend, the other one is single. I used to think she had a crush on me, because I remember she used to ask me. She used to ask me for stuff. Sometimes ask me for like information and everything about certain things as far as school. Um, what else happened? Like, I just, me and her was cool at one point. And I remember she was in my chemistry class. Um, the Asian girl that's single. Um, I remember she was in my chemistry class, and I remember I would always try to sit next to her. I mean, I ain't sit next to her at every class. I sat next to her like sometimes, cause I didn't want her to feel uncomfortable. You see what I'm saying? Like I didn't want her to feel like I'm being so pressed. So I kind of like backed off a little bit. But then it was days where I was sitting next to her in class, kind of have a little small talk every now and then. But like I said, I wasn't really that close to her or the other Asian girl. I wasn't close to both of them. I mean, I was close, but not as close as I wanted to be. Um, the Asian girl that's single, um, actually, like, she's very good at chemistry. I remember I asked her for help. I asked her for help with I have to keep track of the time because I can't go over 15 minutes. I might have to make a part two, but anyway, um, the Asian girl that's single, she actually helped me with chemistry because she's very good with math, chemistry, all that stuff. She was helping me out with chemistry. I remember that time when I asked her for help, and this time I asked her for help because there was times when she would ask me for help, but I asked her for help, and I remember we went to the library. We went in one of these little private rooms because like the library at my old college had like these private rooms, and we had to reserve a room for ourselves. So, and we had to have a library card in order to do it. So I had my library card, and we went in one of the private rooms. And when I went in there, she was helping me out with chemistry. I tried to like talk to her, tried to like keep the conversation going a little bit further, but she pretty much kept it at school and what I needed help with. She didn't like We didn't like go beyond what we was there for. You see what I'm saying? Like I wanted to talk to her more about. I wanted to get to know her more, so that way I could, try to establish a relationship with her. But that didn't work out too well. I do remember when we was she was helping me out. I was sitting next to her. I was sitting next to her. She was kind of moving close to me a little bit. Man, that felt good. She was moving close to me, and we were sitting next to each other. She offered me a snack. She had a little snack, and then she offered me a snack, and I had I I I got the snack from her, and she was helping me out with chemistry, and she helped me pass the damn class. She helped me pass my chemistry class. She was just she was a very big help, man. Like if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have never passed that chemistry class, man. I really appreciate her help. You know, she was just a very good friend. I just wish she had I just wish she had been more interested in me. You see what I'm saying? I wanted her to be like me and her to be have a what I'm trying to say. I wanted me and her to be boyfriend and girlfriend. But I mean, I guess she just wasn't interested. She was just saying, and she was telling like this other guy that wanted to talk to her. She told him that I'm not looking for a relationship right now, and that's how I found out she wasn't trying to be having a relationship. She's glad to be single. She wants to be single. I don't know why. I guess she's just not ready yet. Um, I mean, she's not gay or anything. She's just not ready for a relationship. Um, she likes guys. I don't know. I just wish I remember that time when I confessed my feelings to her on Facebook. And I asked her out. She was saying I can't. She said she couldn't go out because she was so busy. But she was a very nice girl. She can have an attitude sometimes, but overall she's very very friendly. Very kind. And the one that has a boyfriend already, she was nice too. And then I remember like I got upset at the one that already had a boyfriend because she stopped, like whenever I was texting her, she would stop texting me, and she wouldn't really give me the time of the day. So I just got rid of her phone number. I got rid of it because I was just mad that she didn't feel the same way that I felt about her. And we used to like be texting back and forth together, man. It was just fun, man. It was fun talking to those two Asian girls, those two Filipino Asian girls. And it's sad that I probably won't. Well, like I said, the one Asian girl, she might be going to my college, so most likely I might see her again. But the other one, the one that's single, I'm probably not gonna see her again. I mean, at least not at this college. But I might have to end this video right now because it's almost at 15 minutes. But these Asian girls, they still not really responding to my messages, man. And same thing with Tag. I've tried to message like random Asian girls on Tag. They don't really respond to my messages like that. Some of them do, most of them don't, and it's very frustrating and addictive at the same time. But there were some Filipino Asian girls that did respond, said that I was attractive. Some didn't respond at all. But and the other Asian girl that I didn't really know that much, she still ain't respond to me yet. The one I was talking about in my previous video. These Asian girls ain't responding, man. It seems like the ones that I know in real life aren't really giving me the time of the day, but the ones that's living all the way in the Philippines are giving me the time of the day more than the ones that I know in real life. But yeah, I gotta end this video. It's almost at 15 minutes, but that's pretty much all I have to say. Peace out.